Ben Affleck gets out. We're in the street, for a while. James Gunn's been talking about, hey, we're going to have him direct, the new Batman movie, or we're going to have him direct something for the DCU. We've talked to him. We're going to make this work out. Maybe Batman, the bold one, maybe we'll have him do that, but we haven't figured it out yet, but we sat down with the man. He's going to direct something. And here's what he said. He said, James Gunn said, we're working with Ben Affleck, who has been a part of our team trying to bring things together, and he really wants to direct one of our projects. We're excited for him to do that. And what's Ben Affleck saying? That's what James Gunn said. Now, here's what Ben Affleck said. Yep, and here's what Ben Affleck said. I would not direct something for James Gunn or DC. Absolutely not. I have nothing against James Gunn. Nice guy. Whew, nice guy. Sure, he's going to do a great job. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go in and direct in any way they're doing that. I am not interested in that. So the question is he lying? Okay, I'm going to go with Jacob first. Jacob, do you think that James Gunn was lying, or do you think that maybe this is a diversion, because maybe they don't want people to know?
No, first of all, everyone knows from my last episode that I absolutely love and adore everything James Gunn touches. Everything he makes is fucking gold. I don't give a fuck. Fight me on it. I will say this. Yeah. I guarantee you, James Gunn probably gave Ben Affleck the blessing. Ben Affleck is probably pissed because he realizes his Batman can only be the Elseworlds Batman.
You're right.
Will not be a part of James Gunn's new DC universe, which will be a great competition towards the Marvel universe. It will reset the whole world. It'll make it an amazing cinematic adventure. However, if they give something to Ben Affleck, it will be for Elseworlds, because they're keeping Elseworlds stuff. They're talking about the new Joker movie and the new Batman series with the guy from Twilight, saying like that's going to be part of the Elseworlds series, which also hints at the fact that with the Elseworlds series, that means they're going to have to make a new Batman for DC Universe that's not going to be our Twilight guy. It's going to have to be someone different. So I think they did give the opportunity to Ben Affleck to be like, hey man, like make your Batman movie that you want to make, but it's going to be part of Elseworlds. And I think Ben Affleck's probably upset that like, hey, I can't do a DC Universe. Well, it's DC Universe, but it's Elseworlds. It doesn't count. That's my theory. And I will say this: I absolutely love and adore everything that Ben Affleck makes as a director. He is fucking awesome.
He's a great director.
That guy knows story structure. That guy knows his fucking movies and what he's doing. And if James Gunn was able to get him on board to make stuff for the new DC universe, it would be unfucking believable.
So do you think it's wishful thinking when he said it before? Or do you think they actually had a meeting? Because that's the whole thing. He said they had a meeting, but now Ben Affleck's saying the complete opposite, which is interesting,
I mean, I would believe that they had a meeting, and I think that the meeting went for both people in opposite directions. Yeah. I think James Gunn was like, yeah, I like you, dude. Make your Batman movie, but it's not what I need. And Ben Affleck's like, well, this is what I want. And James Gunn's probably like, well, it's for Elseworlds. It's not for what I need.
I don't think he was trying to get him to direct a Batman movie. I think he wanted him to direct.
Well, that was the rumor on the street.
I told you guys from the beginning, James Gunn had the balls to tell The Rock to go fuck himself. You think he doesn't have the balls to tell Ben Affleck to go fuck himself? Come on.
That's true. He's like, Batfleck, back off.
Back off.
To me, I'm like, it's just funny to hear contradicting stories like this. Sabrina, what do you think down there? What do you think? Do you think that James Gunn was lying, or do you think Ben Affleck is lying? Like, do you think that there's just like a contradictory thing happening? Like, what's going on here in this story?
I mean, I'd like to think that nobody's lying, but probably wrong on that.
It's Hollywood.
It's Hollywood. It's true.
I don't like that. I don't like that. And that's my problem with Hollywood. I grew up in New York. If you went into an audition in New York and they didn't like you, they'd be like, yeah, we're not going to be calling you. And you're like, okay, cool. I'm not expecting that phone call. You know what I mean? Like in LA, it's all like, oh my God, that's amazing. We'll see you soon. And then you're never, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a weird, different, like blow smoke up your ass vibe out here, which I don't really love or appreciate with anyone. And I'm not even talking about just, in the acting world, like in every world. Like I've worked on sets where like, you're talking to three people, someone walks by and they're like, oh my God, hi. And then like 5 minutes later, like, oh, I fucking hate that. But it's like, what is wrong with you? Then why do you pretend that you like, I don't understand that. That's not who I am. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I grew up. That's not how I conduct myself. And so I don't like seeing that with other people. So I think it's very odd that like two very prominent people in Hollywood would lie in a situation like this. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Honestly,
it's very odd, right? It's so odd.
Sabrina, go ahead, finish.
No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying, like, that doesn't make sense to me. It also breaks my heart because I love James Gunn and I would love for Ben Affleck to be at the helm of a James Gunn movie. You know what I mean?
Absolutely
like,
agree.
I
Here's
think
the
it was
James
really
Gunn.
interesting 'cause Ben Affleck is an amazing fucking director, as you said. Argo, fuck yourself, friend of the
Argo,
show.
fuck yourself. Friend
Or
of
go
the
fuck
show.
yourself. Friend of the
You know,
show.
so
Friend
I
of
really-
the fucking show.
yeah, Ben
I
Affleck
do-
is definitely a friend of the show. I wish that there wasn't this weird like disconnect and that it could somehow happen. The fact that it's not, you know, it is what it is. But I just wish it could. Because I love them
agree
both.
with you, Sabrina. I actually believe that, like I said earlier, I really do think that Ben Affleck was offered to work on a feature for the new DC universe by
Yeah.
James Gunn, and his idea and his conception of what he wanted to do did not apply to James Gunn's theory. So James Gunn's like, "You're amazing. I want you to work for us, but you're gonna have to do an Elseworlds project. I'll give you the green light, but it's got to be Elseworlds. It cannot be a part of the DC cinematic universe that I'm recreating." And I think that's where the butting of heads is coming at, is that Ben Affleck's gonna have to make what he wants to make part of the Elseworlds. It can't be part of the new James Gunn DC. The new James Gunn DC is what we all want. We want to see that franchise survive. We want to see it go somewhere. And for once, we want to see a Batman movie and a Superman movie that actually has a build up before they do Batman versus Superman.
Well,
I would
mean,
love that.
Ben Affleck had like a whole like vision of a Batman movie of like, you know, where you'd see the darker side and the pull between like, you know, basically the two different characters.
It's called
that
Patton
every
Robinson, the
Batman is supposed to. Yeah, except for there's zero difference
Pattinson.
between Batman and Bruce Wayne in that fucking movie. It's just brooding cunt the entire
Yep.
fucking time.
Brooding
cunt.
Hard
Agreed.
pass to you. I don't care. It's like literally at all. When he's
Tuesday.
he's like, "Ugh,"
November
and
the
Bruce Wayne
3rd.
is like,
And look,
"Ugh."
My cunt is bleeding
You're
again.
not wrong. Ben
Oh
Affleck
my
could do
God.
an amazing
Wow, Brian. Wow.
Ben Affleck could do an amazing Batman movie, even if it was Chris Pattinson playing Batman. The problem is, even those Batman movies with Patton
Happy Friday.
Robertson, those are all Elseworld. They're not
My
a part of
point
the new
is,
DC.
The
universe.
Batman can wipe its fucking dick with my fucking foot, okay? Because it sucks and it's
The
stupid,
Batman wipes
and
nobody's
I don't
dick.
care for it. And I'm
I don't wear
pissed that
hockey
there's gonna be
pads.
another one. I'm gonna just sit through another 3-hour and 10-minute movie of everyone going like this. I
Depression.
whisper act. I like to whisper act. It's super amazing and I love it. Like, no, nobody loves it. It's stupid, and you're just the same person at all times. The whole point of Batman is that there's two different characters. The same
Sabrina.
thing with Superman. 2 different characters. The same thing with Spider-Man. 2 different characters. It's called a fucking alter ego. You can't play it all the same. It doesn't fucking work. Anyone who likes the comics, reads the comics, or has seen any fucking movie with any superhero, you are not the same person when you're a superhero and when you're a normal dude. And that is why the Batman did not work for me at all. I'm not saying it wasn't shot well. I didn't care for the 3-hour walk of what's her nuts coming up with her boots, and then I see her, she sees you, she sees you. Like, it's like 14 minutes of we get that
You
she
didn't
knows who
like
you are,
emo
and
Batman?
she read the thing. Dude, no, I hated it. I loved the Penguin.
I
though.
was a
Colin
teenager
Farrell,
in high school in
high five,
2005.
love it.
I agree with Bruce Wayne having swoop hair, being
I don't care about his
emo.
hair.
You
I
didn't
care about
like
him
that?
being the same
Being
person.
emo. Emo
His
Bat.
Bruce
Wayne,
Wayne
super
and his
suave,
Batman was the same
Super
person,
suave,
and
right,
that is
Fast?
not what it's about. Not what it's about. Honestly.
Let's go to Jake over here. Let's go to our Jake Slonecki over here. Jake, what do you think about this? What do you think? Do you think that Batfleck's lying? Do you think James Gunn's lying? Or do you think they're both telling the truth and then somebody just got mad after a conversation?
I don't know. Nothing you said in the quote made me think anybody was mad. They just don't want to work together. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what we're picking up on. They're like,
They just don't want it, huh?
Yeah, they just don't want to do
Classic.
it. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe he's brooding, and that was his attempt at proving
he's
that he
brooding.
could write. Yeah, he's brooding. It's
brooding.
cool.
Well, he could be brooding though. But Jake, what do you think? Do you think that it would be good if they could work together? Would you like to see Ben Affleck direct a Batman movie or any DC movie? I should say.
I mean, if he's as good at directing as you guys say he is, which I'm sure I've seen some of his films.
Have you
but
seen Argo?
I could-
bro, watch
No.
Gone Baby Gone.
Oh yeah, Gone Baby
seen
Gone is
that.
good.
have not seen Gone Baby Gone.
You're missing out. That's Ben
Okay.
Affleck's masterpiece, in my opinion.
Argo.
Argo's
Argo?
also great, but Gone Baby
Okay.
Gone is the masterpiece.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, I guess do those carry the same level of like the mood and the temperament and the flow and the pace of the films? do those match Batman or DC in any way?
They do, but in the cartoon universe, in my opinion.
Okay.
Ben Affleck does a really great job of giving you the comic cartoon universe. The way that we imagine Batman being, he does a great job. I love his vision. I love what he does with Batman. I think he's great. I love Batfleck too. I think Batfleck is amazing. I love that you said Batfleck.
I love calling him Batfleck.
He's Batfleck.
Nice.
And look, I would. And here's the cool thing: in the new movie coming out, here's the thing too. I don't know if you noticed this, Brian, but in the new movie coming out for the new reset of everything, Ben Affleck will be playing Batman. There's going to be multiple versions of Batman.
In the Flash movie.
Michael Keaton signed on.
I can't wait for that fucking movie.
You have Patton Robinson. You have Ben Affleck. They're all signed on for Batman. There's multiple. And that's the thing about comic books. They do these fucking weird, like, little fucking alternate universes. So you have the Elseworld series. But starting off with the first movie that's going to be coming out from the new James Gunn DC universe, you're going to get all the Batmans.
Yeah.
Yep. Every form of Battenflex Keatons.
Batfleck.
I'm going to do a shot to the Batman because I love Batman. Cheers. Batman's my friend.
How many Batman are there?
I'm so happy Keaton came back. Like, honestly, they did the whole bat plane flying up in that trailer.
I really want Batgirl to be released because I want to see Michael Keaton as Batman and Batgirl. I'm really upset that they fucking scrapped that shit. How do you make a goddamn movie? How do you make a goddamn movie? An entire fucking movie about Batgirl. You make this shit. You get it done. You edit it. You put it out there. And then they just say, fuck it, and scrap it. You've already put the goddamn thing together. Release the son of a bitch. Let me watch it. Let me have my stuff. I don't care if it's crap shit.
But we're never going to see it now, Jacob, because they took a tax write-off. You're never going to see it now. They got paid by the government. They took a tax write-off. You're never going to see that. Well, the government will fucking go after them and be like, fuck you. I know. And Brendan Fraser's in that shit, too.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser.
Like, Academy Award-winning Brendan Fraser.
Brendan fucking Fraser. Friend of the show.
Goddamn Fraser.
It makes me upset. And also I know that before James Gunn came in, there was word they were going to do fucking Batman Beyond. Yep. And Keaton was going to do Batman Beyond. They were working on that fucking script.
Keaton
and I'm like,
been
God,
great for Batman Beyond because it's
fucking
perfect anyway.
I've been saying that shit for fucking years.
We know Keaton would be the elder Batman. He would be amazing.
It's perfect.
Batman Beyond.
It's fucking perfect.
Yes.
The setup's there. You do Flash, you reestablish him, he's fucking ready to go.
Michael Keaton just needs to be Bruce fucking Wayne, have a new actor come in to play the new Batman from Batman Beyond, and have Michael Keaton be the original Bruce fucking Wayne. It's not that hard.
Nope, but apparently it is for the studio. Apparently it's fucking hard because, I mean, I get it. James Gunn's trying to do something else, but just like that shit still exists. Like James Gunn said that he fucking loves that Flash movie. If he loves it that much and he says it's that good, let Michael Keaton live in that world. You know,
and I like his concept for the Flash movie. He's resetting the universe, which is smart because you still allow all the original shit that they fucked up to be used to continue the story, to continue the DC universe. And you're like, all right, we hit Flashpoint. That's what Flashpoint is. It's resetting everything. CW even got it right. If CW can get it right, you're goddamn right. James Gunn can get it right.
Yeah. Well, we're not sure though. At the end of the day, we're not sure if Batfleck will actually direct again. He's saying no. James Gunn's saying yes. I still think down the line we might see a Batfleck directed DC movie. But he's got. What's that? What's up? What's up, Jake? What you got, man? Give it to us.
Come on, fast, Jake.
Okay. I'm just thinking, like, what if it's starting from the top of the tree and coming down to a single point? So there's so many different versions of Batman. There's so many different versions of all this DC stuff, right? And it's just, we're starting in the multiverse and they're going to bring it all down to an origin story at the very end. Maybe that's the angle they're going to take. I don't know.
That's why James Gunn is smart to do the Flashpoint. He's making the Flash. The Flash is supposed to be the first of the James Gunn DC universe. When you use the Flash and you do Flashpoint, you reset everything
like
and you continue forward.
Yeah.
So
but apparently, he had nothing to do with it though, Jacob. He didn't make the movie. It was done before he took over the reins.
But
he just wanted to still come out.
He approved it. Yeah. He said, we will work off of this. James Gunn's going to work off of that, which means I trust his vision.
And the Flash is coming.
And I'm a sucker for James Gunn, and I have faith in what he can do.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And that movie, I guarantee it's going to kick fucking ass, and I can't wait for it. And I think, and Batfleck said himself that was the best experience he ever had playing Batman was in that movie. That was his best experience ever. No, and just in the Flash, the trailer alone, like I'm like, fuck yeah, he seems right, you know? So hopefully that will inspire him. We'll get more Batfleck. We'll get more fucking directing from him, and he will fucking help the DC survive, thrive, and accomplish.